My name is Army Major Yancy Baer. In 2009, I was injured in an aircraft landing incident. This ultimately resulted in the below-the-knee amputation of my left leg.
So this is Verbena, and Verbena's been my companion now for 9 years. She's been putting up with me. She picks up on my emotions unbelievably. She knows when I'm upset. She's been through a lot with me. I came from a really small town in Oklahoma. Back then, there really wasn't a lot going on. No one in my family had really been to college. I just really wanted to go to college. Not sure why. I didn't do well in school myself or anything, but I just had that drive, and talked to a couple different recruiters from a couple different branches, and the Army sounded the best. I got a green to gold scholarship, and then when I graduated college, I got my commission as an officer. Next thing you know, I was in infantry basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia. I was a really small kid. They assigned me to a mortar section, so I ended up carrying mortar equipment and just about the heaviest loads you could carry. Ultimately, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the camaraderie, the brotherhood, and just the excitement of it and the athleticism of the whole thing, and just ran with it. We were working on the western corridor of Iraq, doing different operations with some of our counterparts in the special operations community. I was en route from one location to another location in Osprey, and the Osprey had a rough landing. I got banged up a little bit on that. And I knew something was wrong with my foot, that something had happened to it. And so I ended up total doing 3 reconstructive surgeries. After the 3rd reconstructive surgery, growth started to form inside of my heel, and they did a biopsy and realized it was cancer, and they think that it had been introduced by a cadaver bone that was utilized on one of the surgeries, which led to 10 months of chemotherapy and ultimately led to my amputation. So it's been about 12 years now, and until I had my knee replaced on my right leg, I was running in multiple marathons a year. I triathlon, whitewater kayaking, skydiving. I still skydive a lot. As I'm getting older, and with the knee replacement and with the other injuries that are starting to rear their head now, it is starting to get impacted. I have a house in Montana, so you get the snowy weather. Very steep terrain. My driveway is very steep getting up into my house. It's in the mountains. It's a 2-story house, so stairs to get to do laundry, to the guest room, and things like that. I originally had found out about Homes for Our Troops. I saw a booth regarding it, and it's an absolutely amazing program, and life-changing. Doesn't even explain what it truly can do for some of these guys and gals. If I were to get a Homes for Our Troops house, I think I would be really looking forward to the walk-in shower, the tub, just the master bathroom, the way it's designed and set up. When you have both legs to stand on, it's not a daunting task, but there's times where you're right on the edge of balance the whole time you're doing that. Homes for Our Troops offers you the opportunity to put your house at any location you want, And so it really just got me thinking, community's important, and having people, and especially the fact that I know so many of these other guys that live in the area that I want to have the home built if I'm awarded a house. And just how important that is, I think, for quality of life moving forward, because it's a mental quality of life, that's what's going to keep you going. Because your physical body is going to wear out. It's that mental part of you that's going to keep you moving and keep you going. Homes for Our Troops is a godsend. You know, there's warriors who potentially could have been homeless. There's warriors that would have continued to struggle with depression because of thoughts of not being able to provide and the other struggles that they're going through. And to have an organization like Home for Our Troops, the volunteers, the donors, the organization itself do what they do every day for this wounded servicemen and women is just absolutely amazing.